Good morning, it's Wednesday. Just trying to get you in the right position. Come forward a bit. Yeah, come a bit closer. There we go. Hopefully you're stable there and you don't see me because you saw far too much of me last time. Or the other day. Whenever. Got Billy. Everybody's favourite is Billy. Well, most people's favourite anyway. There he goes. Put that in my fruit bowl there. And your other one. Oh, you've got loads of toys today. What you got here, dummy? It is cold. It is windy. It is blowing a gale out there. Peter's gone fishing. It wasn't windy when he left. Come on, sweetie. There we go. Should we take your blanket out? Oh, my stomach just rumbled. Now, I've just eaten breakfast, so I don't know what that's all about. A little bell just fell off of here. I don't know what that's come off of or out of, but it's fallen on the floor. So I'll have to get that before the cat does in a minute. Oh, well, my cat today nearly went fishing with Peter. He'd loaded his car up, come in and said goodbye to me. Next thing I know, he's come back in again. He said, come in, cat. He said, I'd closed all my car, he said, the boot of my car. He said, I had, was in there, and I thought, I changed my CD before I pull off. He said, and I heard this, meow. Yeah, she'd nearly gone fishing with him. She is so nosy. So, it's okay doing it to our car, but, I don't want to go in other people's cars. There we are, pop it. Look at you. Have you seen a ghost? I got a cup of tea today. A nice big cup of tea with not a lot of milk in it. Not a lot of milk. Another cup from another daughter. Someone special, it says on it. I broke my one the other day. My one that I was going to keep forever. I did break it. I dropped it. So, on to another cup. Yeah, I never gave you an update on Slimming World on Monday because I was really cheesed off. I'd done all the plan right. I'd wrote it all down for the whole week. I'd counted, I'd measured, I'd done weighed, I'd done everything. Got on the scales and I went, that can't be right. I got off and got back on again. Half a pound off. Half a blooming pound. Well, I don't know if you've been to Slimming World before, but they come round, they talk to you, everybody gets spoken to. And I said to her, I am absolutely peed off. And I was. She said, but it'll come off next week. I thought, well, I don't care about next week. I wanted it off this week. So I was really fed up. Came home because I was starving. I hadn't even eaten lunch, I'd ate. I thought I'd got you some socks. Wonder if I got a little pair here. Yeah, I'd eaten a late breakfast. And so I didn't eat again. And I was really, really fed up. I come home, I put just a small, the small Chicago town pizzas and a handful of chips. I stuck in the air fryer because Pete was still out. And I had them, and then I felt a bit better. By the next day, I was okay. By yesterday, Tuesday, I was fine. I was thinking, oh well, yeah, carry on. But it is so, I've got loads of tiny socks. I don't know where they are. I bet they're in the box in the shed. Oh well, we'll just pop these on for today, keep your feet warm. yeah, someone back on it. I'm okay, but I was really, really peed off as I told her. Yeah, never mind. I've done it so many times before. I know how it goes, but for the second week, I thought I would have had a good result, which I normally do. I have done in the past. I've had really good results. And, you know, if you're halfway through your slimming journey, you don't mind losing half a pound, but not, no. So, that was me. That was me fed up Monday night, but never mind. Anyway, he's going to go into a quilted suit because, is it mayoral or is it Babadoo? He's going to go into this quilted suit because it's cold, and I'm going to dress him up as though I was going to go out, you know, as it is. But I don't go out, but so we're going to dress him up as though we are going to go out. Oh, you remember those days, dressing up your babies in the winter woolies and tucking them down in the pram with all the blankets, and yeah. I haven't got many winter woolies here, but there we go. Yeah. This has got 2 layers. It's got like a little bodysuit, which I haven't put his feet in. I can't do that. Underneath. And then it's got the quilted top, like a little jacket. And I'm going to get in a right mess now. I've done all those poppers, aren't I? Thank you for your nice comments the other day. Where's that go? Try this side. On my video about, you know, just... I knew I shouldn't have undone them all. What am I like? Yeah, on my photos. That was nice, and nice of you to make all those lovely comments. It's just, yeah, I just thought I'd share them with you. My daughter that got married, she should be getting her photos back to this week sometime. Now, I'm sure that doesn't go like that. Oh, goodness. Let's do this bit up and we'll see. Too many poppers and don't know what to do with them. Let's undo that again. This could take a while. Have you got a cuppa? Maybe that leg through there. Oh, maybe not. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's a good job I'm not putting this on a real baby, isn't it? Because they would be screaming by now. But Billy's such a good boy. He doesn't play up too much. Well, yesterday, I was so proud of myself yesterday. I know you might think it's silly, but I was proud of myself. I said to Peter, because I was low on cat food. In fact, I was nearly out of cat food. And I said to him, I'm going to walk up to Sainsbury's. He said, you must be mad. You can't do that. Well, since my... Yeah, that's the way. Since I had my knee done, well, a long time before that, I haven't been able to do the walk. And I haven't tried it since. So off I went. It only took me... He said, why don't you go up to the little Tesco? We've got a mini, little tiny Tesco Express place. But for me, that's worse because it's where I live. It's all hills and that would be all uphill. And I said, no, I can't do that. I said, I'll walk up to Sainsbury's. It'd be much better. He said, well, if you get stuck, give me a ring. So off I went with my earphones in. There we go. Earphones in, and when I got to Sainsbury's, I did message him and said, I'm here. Yeah, I made it. And then when I got home, he said, "Oh, I didn't think you'd do it." He said, "Yeah, really well done. Didn't think you'll make it, but you know, you don't know what you can do until you try." My other knee is really bad, but sort of coming back, I've only got a couple of small hills to do, and it just grind and clonk and all sorts. But yeah, I did it. I did it. But I said to him, I'm not going out today for a walk because, I mean, my leg did play up last night, but I'm not going out for a walk today because if I get stuck, I've got no one to come and get me. So, doesn't that do up there? No, it just flaps round. Bit big for you, darling, isn't it? Bit big, but never mind. Let's fold these back. Oh, should have put your gloves on before, shouldn't I? Eh? If I'd put your gloves on before, perhaps I'd do your gloves over top. Yeah, so I was quite pleased with what I did, but as I say, I'm staying in today because he's not home. They're not going to stay on you, are they? Oh, got stain. What have you got on that one? You've been sucking it. A little stain on there. I could just slide that off. Just to make it look a bit neater. And go like that. That's better, I think. I watched, oh God. I watched Suzanne's video, watched two of Suzanne's videos today because I seem to have, what have you done with that other glove? Huh? What have you done with the other glove? Now, did I have two gloves here? I'm sure I did. Can you see it anywhere? Oh, there we are, look. Yeah, I watched two of Suzanne because I must have be a bit behind. I've got some more to watch today if I get time. Yeah, it's Suzanne's Monday musing got me thinking, and it was what would happen to your babies if you're no longer here? Do you know what, you know, if you've got plans? Well, I don't know what would happen to mine because they would probably go to granddaughters that will, and they wouldn't last 5 minutes. They would get arms pulled off and all sorts. Because I've got an older granddaughter, but she wouldn't be interested. No. The two younger granddaughters have got autism, so yeah, those wouldn't last long anyway. But so I don't really know. I don't know what would happen to them. They would probably end up in a charity shop or somewhere. I can't see Peter. Peter wouldn't put them on eBay unless he got one of the girls to do it for him. I've got a little hat here. I don't know if it's too small. Oh, I've got one with ears. I think that would be too big. And I've got this woolly one, and I think that would be too big as well. So, yeah, I honestly don't know what would happen. But they would definitely, I mean, they wouldn't stay. Obviously men don't want dolls around, do they? Especially Peter. He doesn't like dolls at all. So God forbid, when I'm gone, if I've still got dolls by then, I don't know. Maybe the girls will put them on eBay and sell them. That's a different blue, isn't it? Oh, does it really matter? Does it matter? There we go. So we're going out in the cold. Let's put your coat on. He actually came wearing this coat. I don't know, he had a pair of knitted trousers on when he arrived. I don't know what he had underneath. Maybe he didn't have anything underneath, I can't remember. Come on, Pickle. Oh, you gotta be warm. You gotta be warm to go out. Got two little blue buttons on the front of this. And there we are. You don't need your dummy, but we take that with us. Got a little blue dummy. Oh, you got loads of teddies. You got loads of teddies. Brown bear, he goes up there. And there he is already. Oh. What haven't I told you? Now, I've had a complaint about... Do you know, I walked up the hill yesterday. I live on a hill. I walked, and I saw my next door neighbours, and I haven't seen them for months. Because you know how it is, everybody gets out their house and they get in their car, so you don't see neighbours apart. The ones that live opposite me, I do. But this one lives just down the road, next door down the road. See, it's funny because they live absolutely next door to us, the next bungalow down from us. And we're Peter and Jean and they're Peter and Jean, so I can't forget their names. And I was standing talking, and they moaned about everything. I'm moaning about things. So yeah, we had a good old moan between us. That's so funny. There's my little poppet. Doesn't he look sweet? He look absolutely cute in that. Can you see him properly? Oh, absolutely gorgeous. Joe reminds me of putting on these gloves. My youngest daughter, when she was a baby, she wouldn't keep gloves on when she was a little toddler in her pushchair. And it was a bitter cold winter. We had snow on the ground and all sorts. And I can remember and people are looking at you because this baby's got freezing cold hands and no gloves. But she'd had gloves on. I put them on 20 times going to the shop and back, you know. So Josie was only, how old was she when she was 4? Yeah, she was 4 when Leah was born. And so I had a pair of Josie's socks, bright red socks, and they went all the way up to the tops of her shoulders. I put on Leah, and she's going like this, biting them, pulling them with her teeth. And by the time we come home, she's still got these socks on her arms, but they were about this long. It's so funny. But at least she kept a bit warmer like that. Oh dear. Right, so I suppose I better let you go. I've not done anything else. Well, I was here Monday, wasn't I? I saw you Sunday, I saw you Monday. And it is now Wednesday. I told you I went out yesterday for my walk. I was there and back within an hour. Well, no, over an hour, I think, because I just went in there and picked up a couple of bits and pieces. Because shopping obviously is delivered tomorrow. Told you about Slimming World, told you about my walk. And that's it. That is it for today. Yeah, and I do not know what would happen to my babies if I was no longer here. I don't know. And I dread to think, really. I really do, because, well, they would just go to the grandchildren. I'm sure they would. And whether my daughter will put them away until they're older or just give them to them, I don't know. My daughter's inherited, when my mum died, now my mum always wanted my girls to have. She used to collect porcelain dolls, my mum, and they were cheapy things. I'd bought her a couple. They weren't anything to write home about. One that I bought her, I was going to keep in memory of my mum, but my sister-in-law got there first and she took it. And I said to her, "Where's that doll gone?" And my brother said to me, "Oh, it's in my lounge. Nadia took it." I said, "Oh." He said, "Why?" I said, "That's all right." I said, "It was the one I was going to keep. I'd taken all the clothes off, washed them and everything, you know. It was all... But I thought, no, it's okay. I said, if she's going to keep it, it's fine. I don't mind." And there was 2 in boxes. My mum always kept them in boxes because my dad's sister made 2 dolls. And they got china heads and she made up the bodies and what have you. I don't know what she did. She always said she made them. And there was one awake and one sleeping. Now, my youngest daughter hates dolls. They freak her out, like Peter. They freak her out. And she said, "Well, I'm having the sleeping one." She said, "If I'm having one, I'm having the sleeping one." So, but she's got the sleeping one, but it's in her loft. She won't get it out. She hasn't got any girls. She will keep it because my mum gave it to her. But she's got no girls, so that will stay, and she'll never get rid of it, but it will never come out his box. And the one Josie's got, the awake one, it depends how old her. She will keep that until her daughters are older, I think. And then she might even just keep it herself. But it's never come out the box. It won't come out the box either. So it's a shame, because I think if you've got... They're not toys though. They're collector's pieces, aren't they? But I think it's always a shame if people keep toys in boxes. Like you see these antique programs. And they say, "Oh, this is worth a lot of money because it's still in the original box." And I think, oh, that's such a shame, because they're meant to be played with. They are meant, all toys are meant to be played with. And these, I think, are meant to be hugged and carried around and all sorts. I mean, I don't do a lot with them, apart from being here and changing them. And some days, it's like today, I might take him out into the other room and probably take a photo for Facebook and things like that. But he doesn't have a lot. They're not played with. Because we're adults, they're not played with. Do you know what I mean? But people that have cars and things and they keep in little boxes, I think it is a terrible shame, because they are meant to be played with. There I go, I'm rambling again. Terry, I'm wearing your fluffy socks you bought me. You sent me with my Christmas present. I meant to have said I've been wearing them a lot. Because my feet get so cold. Last week, my feet were so cold I was wearing 2 pairs of socks. Well, I put 1 pair on today, nice clean pair of socks today, and I thought, oh, yeah, well, as a pair that Terry bought me there, I'll wear those. So I do keep my feet toasty. Right. Sorry once again. I'll try not to ramble next time. But I can't promise anything. You know me. And there's Billy. There's little Billy. Here he is. Such a pot pet. But he's fast asleep as normal. Right, I'm going to go. Don't know what I'm going to go and do. I've got things to do, but clean my kettle. I'm going to do that today. I read online today it uses less energy if you've got a clean kettle than if it's got a bit of limescale in it. So I will do. I've got some stuff. I'll go and do that. Right, I'm going to go. Bye bye. I will see you soon if you're very unlucky. Bye bye.